Yeah, hey, you're logging on here. It's the Steve and Judy show. It's like, because he doesn't like Mike, it's got to be Judy. All right. No, it's Michael. Cash show all day. We have another email here from a good friend of mine, Mr. Schmitty. Yeah, don't show his email there.
I didn't.
Buddy. But the thing is, it says, "Hey Steve, were you aware of this march that took place last weekend?" Of course not. JFK tried stopping the Federal Reserve System, which is owned by the Illuminati, British monarchy, Rothschilds, Rockefeller, Zionists, and they capped his ass in broad daylight. I'm sure many of us remember that day, which just celebrated the 45-year anniversary 2 days ago. EndTheFed.us. The only thing those marchers did was identify themselves as enemies of the state when the FEMA train showed up to haul them off to the concentration camps. I'm telling you what, my friend Jay Smitty, what in the wide world of sports, is he's into this big time. Why end the Fed?
Oops.
Look at this. This guy ran for president, right?
Who?
Dr. Paul. Paul, what's his face? House of Representatives. Oh, here's the guy. Look at Freedom to Fascism. Here's the director I told you about. This is the guy that's friends with Rockefeller, and Rockefeller told him to get out of the city a week before 9/11. So you don't want to be around. One of the...
This is the guy you were telling me about, that you
Here.
spoke to, like...
Right, that's right here.
He told you that Rockefeller said this to
How
him.
do we zoom?
I don't know. Press the little magnifying glass. There you go.
This is him.
A week before 9/11.
The week before... Pay income tax. Oh yeah, but this is a movie he's doing now.
Wait, determine to find the law that says that income taxes should be paid. Because, by the way, in case you people that are watching don't know, there is no law. There's no law that says you have to pay income tax. It doesn't exist. It's crap. It's rubbish. You know what I mean?
It says here, through interviews with U.S. congressmen, former IRS commissioner, former IRS and FBI agents, tax attorneys, and authors, Russo connects the dots between money creation, federal income tax, voter fraud, the national identity card becoming law in May 2008, just this last May, which today Great Britain announced they're issuing their first national identity cards. You will have to have a national identity card to travel out of country in Great Britain. It's your driver's license, your passport, your medical information, your tax ID number, all on one card. Imagine losing that at the 7-Eleven, and Haji gets a hold of it and buys a couple Slurpees. Come on now. And
The RFID thing is this crazy radio frequency identification technology.
Not to be
They
confused.
put a little chip in you.
Not to be confused with K-Fed, who got a hold of Britney.
That's right. That's right. I don't know how.
A striking case about the evolving police state.
She goes to show what a train wreck she is, by the way.
Hey, she's looking good in that new video. Did you see it?
I haven't seen that.
Womanizer.
Oh,
She
I've heard the
plays
song.
different people, like different girls, setting up guys who she's saying womanize women, and gets them. Like, then she's in a sauna naked, like kind of like squirming and stuff.
Interesting. We'll have to YouTube that.
We'll have to do some research
We'll have to do some research.
after our mercy hour.
Exactly.
Or maybe before the mercy.
Yeah. I don't know.
And the Fed. Yeah. The federal bank, actually, per a lot of documentaries that have been put together, the federal banks were conceived by the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers to finance money to the government. They're actually loaning to the government even at 0.02%, which is the recent bump in the reserve rate. 0.02, even if it's 0.02% on hundreds of billions of dollars, is a significant amount of money, and that goes into a fund that accumulates over time, compounded over time, and that's why the Rothschilds have a family net worth of just below $500 trillion. That's just their net worth. That's not, you know, anything else. But anyway, I'm getting off subject here. The point is, apparently there was some march, on the feds.
You gonna show me now?
A march on the feds. This is my friend Johnny.
Johnny, come lately?
Johnny, who said, "Were you aware that this march took place last
Say hello,
weekend?"
Father Tom.
Of course.
Hello, Father
not.
Tom.
JFK tried stopping the Federal Reserve System, which is owned by the Illuminati, British monarchy, Rothschild, Rockefeller,
It's
Zionists,
all the same stuff.
and they blew him away in broad daylight. The only thing those marchers did was identify themselves as enemies of the state when the FEMA train showed up to haul them off to concentration camps. Mr. John. Alright, now we're going to switch gears here for Father Tom. We're going to show a little response to Proposition 8 that was not well received by a minority in our country. What did I do with it?
What's that? No, what are you doing? I know you're taking video, but why? What's the purpose?
This is our show, me and Steve.
Would you like to be a guest?
You are a guest.
Yeah.
What do you like?
Yeah, you're gonna break my camera.
It's gonna break, Michael.
$500.
There's more than that, but let's just very
Alright, I'll show you the best one. Well, it's not the best one, but it's the most aggressive. Great. Now this is a group of Christians who went into downtown San Francisco to give thanks to God with a prayer vigil and guitar playing, and in the, what is it, it's called the, what's that part of San Francisco that's...
Whatever.
Castro. They call it Castro. Homosexual district of San Francisco. And this is what they wrote, and this is what was shot. They actually needed a 10 to 15 police escort out of the area.